Maria is a dynamic young woman with a degree in business administration. Her dream is to become an entrepreneur, combining work with her passion. She enjoys reading books and articles about successful businesses. She has adopted the polished style of business professionals in her appearance, is highly organized, and strives to keep everything in order to function efficiently. Nicholas is a creative young man who loves art and enjoys social and creative work. He didn't go to university. After finishing school, he worked with different art, social, and environmental groups and organizations and has learned to adapt to change. Before we watch the video together, let me tell you a few things about the story, so it's easier to follow. In our story, the local municipality gives a space to be used for something special. A social enterprise. In this space, there is a small cafe and a place where people can meet and do things together. Two young people, Maria and Nicholas, take the lead. They are responsible for running the cafe and organizing the activities. Along the way, they face some challenges, but through these, they learn how to solve problems, make decisions, and work as a team. Just like real entrepreneurs. This video is not only about Maria and Nicholas. It's also about you, about how we can all learn to think in creative and practical ways, and how we can make a difference in our community. So, let's watch the story and see what ideas it brings to mind.
I never imagined myself getting into business. Until now, I thought it was only for people who cared about profit and money. But now, I'm really happy that, as an entrepreneur, I can help meet the social and cultural needs of the local community.
Entrepreneurship always has the potential to create social benefit. It's not just nonprofit businesses that usually address social, cultural, and educational needs. Even for-profit businesses benefit society. They create jobs, return a part of their profits in the form of taxes that fund public goods, and ultimately, their products and services meet the needs of people.
Our business is extremely beneficial to the local community. It could be a good practice of community-based entrepreneurship. The residents of the neighborhood will be able to come and socialize, which will help develop social relationships. At the same time, we will organize cultural events and educational workshops, thus addressing the need for participation in culture and further development of the neighborhood's residents.
Hiring young unemployed people from the neighborhood can help increase their family's income and provide work experience for them. Indirect taxes from the sale of goods and services will benefit society as a whole, as they will be returned through public services in the form of public goods.
A business is a living organization that depends on its people. The employees will also develop social relationships, feel accepted, and their self-confidence will grow, while they will have the chance to come into contact with new knowledge and experiences every day to further develop themselves. The social benefits of the business are not only for the customers and the community, but also for the employees themselves.
A business is an ideal place for equal participation without discrimination. as mutuality and interaction happen regardless of each person's differences.
People are not just different from something we consider normal. This is wrong. Each one is unique. I would love to build our business on this culture of collaboration.
Maria says that these are key principles for inclusive economy and inclusive entrepreneurship. The municipality has asked them to hire young people who face challenges in finding work. In addition to young unemployed people with no work experience, they could also hire people with disabilities. Their business should be accessible, not only for the employees but also for the local community. Maria continues, saying that accessibility is an important part of their business plan and that they need to work together to address the various challenges this plan might have.
Our space should not have obstacles for people with mobility issues, so stairs should be avoided, and ramps should be installed where possible. The product menus should have large letters and images to help those with visual impairments or those who struggle with complex descriptions.
The different areas should be designed in such a way that they don't disturb people with sensory sensitivities.
Maria thinks it wouldn't be a bad idea to designate certain hours during the day as quiet hours to serve those who are looking for a calm environment.
We could organize inclusive artistic workshops and performances or even discussions involving the community, to promote accessibility and inclusion beyond the business. We can seek collaboration from organizations and associations, or individuals involved in such activities. In this way, our business can develop two forms of community around it. The local community made up of neighbors, and the community that promotes inclusion, consisting of individuals and groups organizing and participating in inclusive actions.
Maria supports the enthusiasm and passion of Nicholas, but she says that staff training should also follow inclusive principles. It is primarily their responsibility to ensure that all individuals have equal opportunities within the business, regardless of their personal characteristics. Nicholas is worried that he doesn't have the skills to train the staff. He has experience working in groups and other organizations but doesn't have a degree in entrepreneurship.
It's not necessary to have a degree in entrepreneurship to start a business and pass on your passion to your team members. A business begins with a good idea that considers the needs of the community and the market conditions. Someone who keeps an eye on developments and changes and realizes that something is missing in the market can take on the entrepreneurial risk to create additional value. The better one understands the changes happening around us, the more likely they are to create a business that can effectively manage risks.
Maria continues by saying that many of the skills required for a business have already been developed at school.
Every piece of knowledge related to mathematics, communication and expression in both the native and foreign languages, basic principles of science and technology, is invaluable knowledge we all learned in school. But education isn't just formal. Even after school, there are many opportunities for non-formal education, such as seminars, hands-on workshops, and educational talks for topics that aren't covered in school.
Nicholas says that they could reach out to other persons or organizations if they find they cannot train the staff in a specific area on their own. Nicholas feels more confident and says that from the very first discussion, he has learned a lot of new things and has gained more self-assurance. Maria agrees and adds that daily involvement in the business will help everyone develop skills they can't yet imagine. They will learn a lot about legislation, taxes, and money management. They will also learn how to delegate and evaluate tasks, how to communicate more effectively with each other, how to empathize, how to show solidarity, how to apply rules, how to manage crises and problems, and much more. Daily participation in the business creates an ideal environment for lifelong learning.